to be here. I'm from Cincinnati, living in Florida. I came up here for my dad's birthday and my brother's birthday and see the Reds game. So I'm excited about that. This is Montgomery. I got in a lot of trouble. I actually grew up, well, I didn't really grow up, but I lived on Zigzag Road. I went to Sycamore. Well, I didn't really go to Sycamore. I drove past it a few times. But no, you guys be careful. I see you're drinking, man. So, you know, you don't want to get a DUI. So if you are drinking, just do what I do now. Walk to a Domino's, order pizza, ride home with that guy. You should be home in 30 minutes or less with a pizza. So I always like to find out who's in the audience before I get started so I know what to talk about. Do we have any Italians here? Italians? All right. I'm going to do this for you guys. So I'm stabbing this guy. And, Italians like stabbing jokes. How about Jews? You have any Jews in the house? So I'm suing this guy. Look at that, sitting up front getting your money's worth. That's good. 1 drink, 5 straws, okay. Where's my Polish people? Oh, they're probably lost. They're usually in the back facing the wrong fucking way. So how about rednecks? We got any rednecks here? Surprise, surprise. So I'm dating this sheep and it's not working out. No, I love rednecks. Actually, last weekend I had to go to a redneck wedding. I walked in, everybody was sitting on the same side of the church. I think they do the family tree in pencil. Where's my black people? Black people. Welcome. I'm not fucking stupid, man. Have Al Sharpton come up to me in the parking lot. I don't need that shit. How about gay people? Where's my gay people? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate that. So I live in Fort Lauderdale. People drive different down in South Florida. Where do you guys think the worst drivers are?
New York. Jersey.
No, New Yorkers are the only ones that know how to drive. The rest of you people just don't know how to get out of the way. I think Boca Raton, Florida. You ever been to Boca? They got a lot of elderly people there. In fact, I sell bumper stickers there that say, if you can't see my head, I can't see you. If my hair is blue, back off. But statistically and factually, it's Miami. Miami has the worst drivers. And this did not help the reputation. This is a true story. A couple of years ago, the Miami Beach Patrol ran over a woman on the beach. Now, I don't mean to judge, but I would think the minimum requirement for being a beach patrol person would be something like, do not run over the people. Especially the ones on the beach. Imagine her when she woke up. Wow, you guys got here pretty fast. My legs are killing me. What happened? Well, we ran over you, ma'am. Don't you think they should have like a test, orientation, training? Throw some mannequins out there. If the guy hits a mannequin, he don't get that job. Fort Lauderdale, they had a problem recently. School bus driver hit a kid getting off the school bus. Again, I don't mean to judge, but I would think the minimum requirement for being a school bus driver would be something like, do not hit the children, especially the ones getting off your bus. And I'm pretty sure the kid was just there, you know, following instructions, looking both ways for cars. I don't think Mommy said nothing about this bus. Did your mom say, watch out for the bus when you get off the bus? No, the bus was supposed to be the safety device. Imagine you're getting off the bus driver's like, watch out for the bus. But he's okay, the kid's all right. Because he, like all kids today, apparently was wearing a helmet. Kids wear helmets now. Pretty soon there's going to be like a reading helmet. Go put your reading helmet on, Johnny. You might fall out of that chair. When I was a kid, the playground was made of concrete, steel, and gravel. When you hit your head, you knew you hit your head. That's what kept us from doing it again. So I grew up here in the 80s during the war on drugs. I was stationed in my basement undercover. I mean, they had that slogan, just say no to drugs. Look, people, if you're talking to drugs, it's too late. So where I live in Fort Lauderdale is very nice. It's downtown. It's also very gay. I did not know that when I moved in there. But boy, can those guys landscape, let me tell you something. They know how to fix up a house. But this is a true story. A couple of weeks ago, the mailman knocked on my door, which I thought was weird, because I have a mailbox. He's like, Mr. Panzeca, here's your mail. I'm like, hey, thanks, I appreciate that. He goes, listen, while I have you here, I'm only here because you knocked on the door. He says to me, do you ever watch adult films? I'm thinking, did I leave the shades open? Because I'm usually very careful about stuff like that. I said, why? He goes, I have one. He takes it back. He's like, my friends gave it to me. I'm thinking, am I in this fucking video? Then he goes, hey man, you want to check it out? Homie wants to come in my house and watch this with me on my VCR. Yeah, I have a fucking VCR. I sit in my beanbag chair next to my lava lamp, watch my fucking VCR. Mailman wants to fuck me, she's worried about my equipment. She's like, oh, he can fuck the mailman, but he needs to upgrade, damn. He needs Best Buy, not Best Boy. So because I hesitated, I guess he got a little angry. He goes, why, would that be a problem? I said, you know what, my friend, come here a second. It is so weird that you picked my house, because I cannot tell you how long it's been a huge fantasy of mine for the mailman to come over to my house in the middle of the afternoon and watch pornography on the VCR. I'm sorry I can't today, though. I got to get ready. The UPS guy's going to be here in a little while. So the same night, I don't mean to offend, these are true stories. The same night I was in 7-Eleven around midnight at the checkout counter. I glance over, the guy in front of me is purchasing a banana and Vaseline. Now, I don't mean to judge, but I'm just saying, that's not the kind of thing you're just sitting around late at night watching television, and all of a sudden you're like, you know, maybe I need to get a banana and some Vaseline. The mailman's coming over tomorrow. So I went out in my car. My friend could see I was upset. She goes, what's wrong? I said, what's wrong? The guy in front of me was purchasing a banana and Vaseline. She goes, oh my God, what did you do? I said, what do you think I did? I bought my condoms and doggy treats and got the hell out of there. So I always like to ask the audience what they do for a living, but I don't have a lot of time. We're going to get the show going. But I'll tell you what happened to me. A few weeks ago, I was in New York, and a guy told me he was a major crouton distributor. How many fucking croutons you got to sell to be major crouton distributor? And how do you get into that? You just at the salad bar one day, dropping shit on the floor. Damn, I'm pretty good at this. Guy next to him said, yeah, I work at Chuck E. Cheese. Then he goes, no, I am Chucky. Like we would have more respect. My favorite of all time was the guy in the front row. I said, sir, what do you do for a living? He hands me a business card. On the card it said, dog ophthalmologist. I'm like, what the hell is that? How in the hell can you tell if a dog can't see good? What does he do, start licking your balls? Now, this actually happened to me one time. My dog started doing that. And after a couple hours, I started thinking, you might need glasses, little fella. But not tonight. The mailman's coming over, too. That's my time. You guys have been a great crowd. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you very much.